Welcome back to 10 Minutes to Meta, where I take you through an entire archetype in the My Hero Academia card game in 10 minutes or less. Today, we have Katsuki Bakugo, an absolute demon on the board. He can kill your opponent in as early as turn 2. He has devastating attacks that can chain together and do immense amounts of damage. He has an amazingly large card pool. As you see in front of you, he has 9 attacks and 9 foundations. That also is buoyed by his access to the air resource pool, giving him Ochako and Froppy's cards, which can bolster that attack lineup a lot. He also has the fire resource pool, giving him Ida, Todoroki, and Tokoyami. A bunch of foundations there that can be offensive and defensive. You can play this character a lot of different ways. Every way you play him, he is a absolute devastating force. Now, he also clears his own card pool with his character's effect, so he can keep your progressive difficulty manageable, so you can keep your attacks coming all turn long as you have cards in your hand. His weaknesses, very simple. He is Bakugo, so as you'd expect, he doesn't want to play a more drawn out game. He will get a little bit low on the defensive foundations unless you edit the deck that way, so you're gonna have to try to end the game ASAP when playing with Katsuki Bakugo. Now, without further ado, let's get into some of his devastating attacks. So first up, we have the high attacks, starting off with Signature Right Swing. Definitely a great card, gives you draw power, consistency. I can definitely see adding a couple into a Bakugo deck, but for most people, it's gonna hit the cutting room floor. There are better options out there. Same thing with Instant Explosive Release. Strong, definitely helps you with garnering damage, making other attacks stronger, but there's better options out there. Nitro Explosion Ignition, the secret rare. This card is incredible. It allows you to add cards and attacks to your momentum that would have gone to the discard pile, and it gives powerful 2 to effectively what's going to be your last attack of the turn. Definitely a strong card. That's the one you want to run multiple of if you can get your hands on it. Now, coming to his mid-range attacks, we have Long-Lasting Explosion, which will increase your next high attack by 3 speed or your next mid attack by 3 damage. Point Blank Incineration similarly will increase your next mid attack by 3 speed. Also, Stun 1. Definitely love Point Blank Incineration to splash into different decks. Lastly, we have Monster Blast. I do like the fact that it can destroy 1 foundation and you choose the foundation. However, it relying on their next attack being a low, not the greatest. However, take note of it because those low attacks are pretty good. Let's get into those low attacks. First up, we have Exploding Pride. Enhance. Your rival loses 1 health for each card in their momentum. So some nice burn damage to mix in with all this damage that Bakugo is doing already. Then we have Enhance. If this attack is blocked, discard all cards from your rival's momentum. So we have some board clearing stuff as well, making sure you're not getting hit back with some momentum effects. Now, the best attack for the money, in my opinion, Blast Rush Turbo. Enhance. Discard 1 momentum. This attack gets +1 damage for each Fury attack in your discard pile. Every Bakugo attack is a Fury, so that could get pretty high pretty fast. Then we have Enhance. If you have discarded a card from your card pool this combat phase, which the character card does all the time, this attack gets +1 speed and +3 damage. So you're starting off at 5 low speed for 8, plus however many Fury attacks are in your discard pile. That number can get high quick. Now we have Howitzer Impact. If you have destroyed a foundation this turn, this card gets -2 difficulty. Not bad. It is a 6, so you're going to want to bring that down to a 4. Enhance, destroy 1 foundation. This attack gets +2 speed. It's not a horrible attack by any means. However, there are better options out there, so you're probably going to leave this one out of the deck. Now, outside of Bakugo's core cards, he has access to the Air, Death, and Fire resource pools, giving him a very interesting cast of support cards, starting with the one and only Uraraka. Now, she is almost picture perfect For Bakugo, she has attacks that clear the card pool as well. I would definitely look at her zero gravity lift and her meteor shower, giving Bakugo more attacks per turn and keeping the card pool clear so you can keep passing those checks. As far as foundations go, keep an eye out for First Day of Class when it drops on Black Friday this year, as well as Wealthy Aspirations, a pair of great offensive foundations. And then Uraraka also offers Release and Infinite Potential, a great pair of options to make sure you're blocking your opponent's attacks. Bakugo also gets access to Shigaraki, giving him Villainous Entrance, giving you stun 1 to 1 attack per turn, Corrosion Lunge, which will power up the next attack this turn, and then also a great card, Touch of Decay. It has stun 1. Its combo enhance is if this attack is completely blocked, add it back to your hand after it resolves, and if it is not blocked, you can draw 1 card to keep those attacks flowing. Also, we have Kaminari. He is going to give you a lot of control over the foundations on the board. He has some defensive foundations as well, but most of all, he has Indiscriminate Shock, 1.3 million volts, which can end the game at any given moment. Also in the air resource pool, we have Tsuyu Asui. She has some great defensive cards, some great attacks that also pump up other cards in the card pool, so that helps, well, the way Bakugo wants to play. The defensive foundation Wall Cling, something that will be great to help out Bakugo, who is defensively lacking. Also, Observant Student, a card that will give back 1 ranged attack from the discard pile, some of Bakugo's best attacks. Rounding out the air resource pool, we have Kyoka Jiro, Airphone Jack, helping you boost the speed of all of your charged attacks. And then she has a phenomenal ability to reduce the difficulty of your cards, so you're passing multiple checks a turn, so you can pass all of your attacks. And now, if you're looking for massive amounts of aggression, I suggest going with the Death resource pool icon. Treshik, paired with Apathetic, has a great combo, allowing you to flip multiple of your opponent's foundations face down. Nomu has some great attacks and cards that will allow you to destroy your opponent's foundations, clearing the way for your devastating attacks. Now, I'm not sure I would use this resource pool, but the last one up is Fire. There are some awesome cards here, you have to admit. Heroic Lineage from Ida. Todoroki, giving you access to multiple breakers and awesome cards like Self-Assured and Irrefutable Force of Nature. Precise Control, another breaker. Just a lot of cards that allow you pass checks, play defensively, and round out Bakugo so well. Lastly, Cool Student and Capture Evildoers may even be overkill in a deck like this that already can pass its checks reliably because it's clearing its card pool. So, not sure I would go Fire, but there is a great deck there in the Fire resource pool. Well, guys, that's it for Katsuki Bakugo. Thanks so much for checking out the video. As always, you know I really do appreciate it. Make sure you get down there in the comments. Let me know what you guys thought. Smash that like button, get subscribed, ring the bell, and we'll see you in the next one.